In the bustling city of Lagos, there lived a beautiful young woman named Favour. Her beauty was unparalleled. Her dark skin glowed like polished ebony, and her eyes sparkled like the stars over the Nigerian sky. She was kind-hearted and intelligent, making her the object of admiration for many men. Yet, despite her many admirers, Favour's relationships always ended in heartbreak. Every time she dated someone, the relationship would start passionately but fall apart within a month. The men would vanish without explanation, leaving Favour confused and heartbroken. Favour first met Femi at a friend's wedding. He was tall, with a charming smile and a wit that drew her in instantly. They spent the evening talking and laughing, and it wasn't long before they started dating. Femi showered her with affection, taking her on romantic dates and introducing her to his friends. But as their one-month anniversary approached, Femi's behavior changed. He became distant and evasive, and soon, he stopped returning her calls. Favour was left heartbroken and bewildered. Determined not to let one failed relationship define her, Favour eventually met another man named Tund. Tund was an ambitious young architect with a passion for building sustainable homes. They met at a charity event, where Favour was volunteering. Tund admired her dedication to helping others, and they quickly formed a deep connection. Their evenings were filled with stimulating conversations and shared dreams for the future. But as with Femi, their relationship began to unravel as the weeks passed. By the end of the month, Tund abruptly broke things off, leaving Favour feeling rejected and confused. Despite her growing apprehension, Favour tried to move on. She met Emeka, a successful entrepreneur, at a business conference. Emeka was different from the others. He was mature, considerate, and seemed genuinely interested in Favour's well-being. They dated for a month, and everything seemed perfect. But once again, as their relationship hit the one-month mark, Emeka's attitude shifted. He became cold and distant, eventually disappearing from her life without a trace. After Emeka, Favour met Yemi, a musician with a soulful voice and a gentle heart. They met at a local jazz club, where Favour was captivated by his performance. Yemi was attentive and loving, writing songs for her and taking her on magical nights out in the city. But the pattern repeated itself, and after a month, Yemi left without an explanation, adding another scar to Favour's already wounded heart. Each failed relationship took a toll on Favour's spirit. She began to question herself, wondering if something was inherently wrong with her. Her once vibrant spirit grew dim, and she withdrew from social gatherings, preferring the solitude of her home. Concerned for her well-being, Favour's close friend, Fatima, took her to a renowned herbalist, hoping to find a solution. However, the herbalist demanded an exorbitant fee, one that neither Favour nor Fatima could afford. Disheartened, they left without answers. Another friend, Ada, then suggested they visit a prophet known for his miraculous works. Desperate for help, Favour agreed. But the prophet's intentions were impure. He demanded to sleep with her before offering his assistance. Horrified and disgusted, Favour fled from the prophet's presence. Days turned into weeks, and Favour's despair deepened. One afternoon, as she walked aimlessly through the crowded streets, thoughts of ending her life plagued her mind. She couldn't see a way out of her misery and felt utterly alone. It was at this moment that an evangelist named Grace noticed her. Grace was known for her compassionate heart and unwavering faith. She saw the sadness etched on Favour's face and approached her with a gentle smile. "Are you all right, my dear?" Grace asked, her voice filled with genuine concern. Favour, too tired to hide her pain, broke down in tears and recounted her story. Grace listened intently, her heart aching for the young woman. "Come with me to my church," she said softly. "We will pray and fast together for 7 days. God will reveal the truth to you." Desperate and with nothing to lose, Favour agreed. They went to Grace's church, where a small group of believers welcomed her warmly. For 7 days, Favour prayed and fasted, seeking answers from God. On the 7th day, as she knelt in fervent prayer, a vision appeared before her. She saw herself as a very old woman, her face lined with deep wrinkles and her hair gray and sparse. Terrified, she began to rub her face frantically, trying to remove the image of the old woman. Grace, sensing Favour's distress, knelt beside her and held her hands. Favour, do not be afraid. This vision has a meaning. You need to go back to your parents and ask them about your past. Confused but determined, Favour traveled to her family's village, a place she had not visited in years. She confronted her parents, recounting the vision and her recent troubles. Her mother, with tears in her eyes, finally revealed a long-kept secret. When you were a baby, her mother began, my best friend Auntie Saad placed a curse on you out of spite. Saad and I grew up together, and she was like a sister to me. But she harbored feelings for your father. She tried everything to win his love, even seducing him one night when he returned home tired from work. Your father rejected her advances because he loved me deeply. Out of jealousy and anger, Saad cursed you when you were born, saying that since your father didn't want her, you would never be happy with a man. Favour was stunned, but felt a strange sense of relief knowing the truth. She returned to Lagos and shared her story with Grace and the church. Together, they prayed fervently to break the curse. Days turned into weeks, and Favour continued her spiritual journey, her faith growing stronger with each passing day. One day, while praying, Favour felt a sudden warmth envelop her. She knew, deep within her heart, that the curse had been lifted. Slowly but surely, she began to rebuild her life. Her confidence returned, and she once again became the vibrant, loving person she had always been. Word of her story spread, and it wasn't long before a kind-hearted and sincere man named David came into her life. Unlike the others, David saw Favour for who she truly was and loved her deeply. Their relationship blossomed, and they built a life together filled with joy and mutual respect. Favour's journey had been long and painful, but it had also led her to a profound understanding of herself and her faith. Through her trials, she learned the power of prayer, the importance of seeking truth, and the strength that comes from unwavering belief. And in the end, she found the love and happiness she had always yearned for, free from the shadows of the past.